What's going on, everyone? In this video, Victor and I are going to go over an awesome update, a major update to BookMine, something that you guys have been asking for quite a long time. It's taken us some time to actually put together. And Victor, what is that?
Joji, I am so excited to tell everyone because since we started, people wanting this over and over and over again. Matter of fact, we just asked a survey and it was like 20 to 1 that everyone wanted this particular update. So yeah, we just added the used price slider, which is game changing for most people. A ton of people needed it and wanted it because some people like to source really high price items and some people really want to price low price items. So we gave them that ability, right? And it's just awesome. A ton of people have already started using it and we've only put it up for like less than a day.
Absolutely. So let's dive right into it. Let's take a look. All right, Victor, so we're over here on the BookMine app. Where the heck are people going to find this used price slider on the BookMine dashboard?
Yeah, so we've already have a ton of filters, right? Different options you can sort BookMine through, but actually at the very bottom, we just added the used price slider next to the selling meter and the frequently updated prices there on the side. So yeah, that was the newest one there on the left.
And I'm telling you what, Victor, we're running out of real estate here. I mean, we've got plans to add more stuff, and we're, that's the cool thing about BookMine, Victor, is like we're actively engaged in the community. We're listening to what you guys are saying. We want to make sure we add updates that are huge quality of life updates, things that are going to be game changing. We really think that this is going to be one of them. So yeah, the used price slider is going to be at the bottom. And I think it's pretty self-explanatory, right? I mean, if I want to find books that are of a specific price, I just use a slider. If I want to find books that are under $10, I could simply just do that. Now I found only books that are under $10, and you can see that BookMine is going to kind of sort through the 3,000 books that are found, and it looks like 430 of those actually are under $10.
Which this is huge, Joji, because a ton of people are like, well, I just came from the thrifting model and it seems like the online model is much more expensive. Well, there's 431 books shipped will be under $10 because our system will look at the actual cost of the book actually being shipped to you. That means there's 431 books that will ship to you for under $10.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is there a way that I can even sort, like, let's say high to low or low to high? I know we're going under $10, but is there a way for me to do that as well?
Oh, even lower than that? Like, say you want to go from that? Yeah, you go to the top there in the U price and then click on that and it automatically sort that way for you. Exactly.
You can see starting at just barely over $10 and you can see it's descending there, or you can go ahead and make it ascending like that. So Victor, somehow there was a book for $2. You can already see that on the keep graph. You can already see that it shot back up, but $2, I mean, books do sometimes get listed FBA for $2. I mean, I bought a book before for 92 cents. So it does happen, but look at this, $5.35, Christopher Columbus. Let's see what's going on with Christopher Columbus here. So we can see that definitely it just really had this major repricing war. A lot of sales in January here, right around the $17 mark. You can see that there was a, buy box there at 20. So, I mean, this is a book you'd probably want to sell right around $17 to maybe $22 or something like that. But I mean, that's actually a really, really cheap book, right? And yeah, we can basically scroll and we can see that as we continue to go up, prices of books get just slightly more expensive, but this might be your sweet spot, right? You might be like, okay, I need to stay under $10. These are the sort of books I need to look at. And is there any other way we can pair other filters with this, or is that all we can do?
Oh yeah, that's what makes BookMine really powerful. That's just the first filter, right? You can do that. You can go and click on the gold meter and only look for books that are good or very good or good and great prices. And if you, for some reason, want to just look at high school books, you can also just do that. So there's so many different options here. But yeah, we just added one really great filter.
Right. Awesome. So let's take a look at another book here. It looks like recently we had some sales in the 20s. You can see it's come all the way down. Shipped to be $5.97. And yeah, I mean, that's a book, at least in the last 6 months, has done really well. Looks like it hasn't performed as well the previous 6 months, but factually, the last 6 months, it has been selling for $30 or more. So it's just a really cool feature for you guys to use. Now, again, you can obviously go for a little bit higher if you want. Let's say, we want to kind of reset this. We can go back to look at all the different prices, and we could, like Victor just said, we could even look at high school books to see if there's any high school books that are under $10. Looks like there's 2. So you could also do that. You could look for like college books. And obviously, the more that you niche down, or the more that you're more specific you get, the fewer results you'll have, right? But that's kind of the power of a BookMine right here.
It's also a huge time saver because before you guys were just having to go through book after, like a book that was $20 or $40 or $60, and you were really only kind of zoning into books that are under 10. This is a great way to do it now. Now you can just move that slider over to $10 under, and now you will find just books that are $10 or under shipped.
Yep. So here's one that did really well in the 25s, really did well seasonally last year, and had some pretty high buy box prices, probably a little bit inflated there, but I mean, selling in the $30 there. So yeah, that's us just looking at books between $1 and $10. So of course, we can go and reset everything. My average buy cost last year, Victor, is right around $17. So probably for me, I would say, if I kind of want a similar price, let's say, let's look for anything, because I like to spend a little bit more on books. Let's look at, stuff that's between, let's say, $10 and $25. Right? What is that going to do, Victor, if a lot of people are searching 0 to 10, but then I'm over here searching 10 to 25?
Oh, it's going to open up the pool of opportunity way more than somebody who is just looking for 1 to 10, right? We're now at 1,000 books. So yeah, a lot more.
We over doubled, right?
Yeah, right.
We over doubled. And yeah, I mean, a lot of the competition, a lot of them might be trying to find books that are a little bit cheaper. Still going to be plenty of books to find if that's what you're looking at. But, there's going to be fewer and fewer people looking at books that are higher and higher price. So here's a good example of a book that's $10.29 right now. And it basically year round, this thing has been, the lowest price has pretty much been about high 20s and probably easily selling with the prime, in the mid 30s there. So looking at a book about a third of what you could probably sell that book for. That's a really cool listing here. This is just an interesting one that pops up to me. It looks like it was performing really well over the last, wow, this is kind of crazy what you see here with this offer count kind of dropping down really quick. So clearly something happened with this book, The Jolly Mom, but wow, this is crazy. It was selling in the 50s. This is a really cool feature that we updated here, Victor. I know that a lot of people are going to get a lot of benefit out of this. And, of course, you could go higher than that. I mean, Victor, what would you like? Let's say you're sourcing with BookMine. Yeah. What kind of use prices would you be looking at?
I'm probably looking for right around $0 to $30 is probably where I'm at. 1 to 30 is probably where my sweet spot is, because I'm still selling some books in the 70s, right? I sell quite a bit of books in the 70s. Right. So to do that, I want to buy them in the 30s. So that's why I would be 1 to 30 and then kind of look at all of those books. The higher price books, sure, they're fun. I sprinkle them in, but the majority, my bread and butter is between 1 to 30.
Yeah, I'd agree. Like you said, my buy cost last year on average was about $17. So yeah, I bought some books in the 20s, some in the 30s, some even in the 40s, but also books for $10, $12. So really cool for you guys there to just, find books that are undervalued that we just think it's a major value add. So anything else that we need to kind of go over here?
No, I think one thing that's really good to add is that 0 to 10 price points really will help you raise a ton of funds to get some extra money to then start buying some of these more expensive books. Because, if you buy an $8 book and you sell it for a $4 profit, that's 50% ROI just on that. So you will be able to kind of quickly double your money that way. So it's a good way to start. And now we've given you that option to do that by adding this use price slider.
Absolutely. And some things that you could do as well to kind of let's say you want to target books that sell more quickly, you could always use a selling meter there and say, hey, let's find books that are between 5 and 10. And so you're going to find books that are selling much more frequently there.
In case it's the first time they've seen our video, what did you do when you moved it to 5 to 10? What did that do?
Yeah, so essentially selling meter is just a simplification of sales rank. So, sales rank tells us how frequently and how quickly a book is selling. It's kind of, when you see this up and down sort of drops in the sales rank, it's kind of like the heartbeat that you see on a monitor. So essentially these are books that are selling a lot more quickly, but we want to kind of simplify it. As we're trying to do everything here, Victor, is simplify and make this a very user-friendly software, make it easy for you guys to find really great leads. Is we're basically just saying, hey, the higher the selling meter, faster it's selling, the lower the selling meter, lower it's selling. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
And now one other thing that I was going to say that you guys compare to make this even more powerful is the days since last update. Right now it's going to go anywhere from 0 to 5, but what you could do again is you can say, well, let's only look at things that have been in the last day or so. And those are going to be books that just recently were updated in price. Those are going to be books that are a little bit fresher than the ones that might be a little bit older. So Victor, how often does BookMine update? Does it update every 24 hours, every 14 hours? How often does it update?
Our competitors is once a day and ours is once an hour. So it's 24 times better than anything else out there. So yeah, we're pretty proud of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So really, really cool feature that we're excited to add, the use price slider, and we've got more down the pipeline. That's not the only update. We've got some other pretty big updates coming down the road. So, again, if you guys want to try a free trial, 10-day free trial of BookMine, feel free to go over to the website. BookMine.co will be linked down below in the description, and feel free to try it out for 10 days. And if you don't see the power in it, no questions asked, go and cancel it. But I guarantee you that if you're a serious bookseller and you've got some capital to spend, you're going to find that this is going to save you a lot of time and it's going to help you make a lot of money. If you don't believe us, well, I guess once you start the free trial, you can go to our Facebook group and you can see plenty of posts where people said, hey, bought this book for 20, sold for 50, and so on. So
exactly. Just try it out. I mean, there's a lot of opportunities here to make quite a bit of money selling books on Amazon. And as you can see, we have some extra space there on the bottom of BookMine. So if you have any additional like ideas that you think we should add, well, let us know, and that might be our next update.
Yeah, absolutely. There's tons that we've got down the pipeline here, and we're really excited to share them with you. So with that said, I think that's a wrap on this video. We've got more updates in the future. Make sure you subscribe to the BookMine YouTube channel. Make sure, if you are new to this, that you watch the BookMine Academy series. So that's under playlists on the BookMine YouTube channel. You guys can basically look at an entire Keepa tutorial of like how to read Keepa graphs, how to make educated decisions. And I know that that's going to be a major value add. It's something, Victor, that I would not feel bad about charging a lot of money for.
Sure.
Because even though we've only got to episode 4, there's still like 15 more videos that are coming. And if we were to package that all up as one thing called Keepa Academy or Keepa Bootcamp, I mean, I would not feel bad about selling that for hundreds of dollars. So
that's right.
It's there to help you guys because we really want you to use BookMine. Like, really want you guys to see the power in it and actually develop a profitable side hustle and be successful.
Exactly. We want you guys to be successful booksellers. So, and we're here to help you guys out.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you guys in the next one, and